Good evening, everybody. I do apologize for the delay getting started there. YouTube decided it was going to be weird on me, and I just had to fix it. First of all, the pet misfit. And secondly, what are we doing today? Well, since last time, I hope everything works this time. I don't need another crash Wi-Fi problem. I've been able to start building, yay, Oraxia. I also have the blueprints for various bits of the Scyotid. So as you can see, I need 2 gauntlets, and I've built 1 barrel, but as you can see, I need rune marrow, and I need Kovnik, and I need Conla sprouts. Additionally, for Spinnerex, I need Soma extract, a lot of Kovnik, and more Conla. I'll just start building that. And when I rank up what's her face up to Oraxia, I would rather like to have her signature weapons with her at the same time. You know, I can't decide so far which is the grindiest Warframe to get. Is it Clevo? Is it Oraxia? Or is it Dagoth? Dagoth was a pain in various parts of my anatomy. Took me a while to get to the Void Thorn for that. So what I'm going to do is obviously visit Deviri. Now, the thing about Deviri is that typically when you go and multiplayer, you don't actually have a lot of time to pick stuff up. And what I want to do is pick up those components so I can start building. And I don't want to be interrupted by people, understandably, not wanting to wait around for ages while I do things. So what I am doing is I am running solo. And we will either do the Deviri experience or Isle Weaver, and I can utterly ignore the actual tasks. I'm going to try with Isle Weaver first, because my understanding is that you keep what you've collected up until your first whatever it is, decree. So I'm not going to trigger a decree. I will go grab what I can. Grab the decree, exit the mission. And hopefully that'll allow me to keep stuff. Yeah, so you don't want to get your decrees. All I want now is a suitable... Ooh, it's prime dagger. I don't have a chroma. And what's this one? I don't have this one yet, so what I'm going to do with is go with the one that I know. Yeah, and I'm going to go with this one because this gives me adaptation and fast deflection. Alright. Oh, that gives me some Kovnik. Of course, now I have to try and remember everything that I need. What have we got? This is even... Do you know what? I have never seen that before. And this is Paris Prime. Let's see what else we got. None of them are particularly attractive options, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't make a decision. I'll go with my dark sword. I have no idea this is any good. The reason it looks like that is that's from that is from, oh grief, what's it from? Warframe. And we will grab. Tell you what, I have never used this, so there we go. So we are not going to run any missions. We're just going to go and grab parts. Hopefully.
Triumph of dust. They ousted me from my city. So I found myself a kingdom to rule. Mother would be proud.
The scholar knew this day was coming. He prepared for it. Hid things. Find them.
Yeah, so I have no idea where the bits are. I'm just going to grab stuff. I know I've got to go into the caves. So we're just going to do things like this. Just pick up whatever we can from wherever we can and relax. I hope. For certain values of relaxation. I wish there was a free roam mode in this. But apparently there isn't. I do need a cave. Oh, and some Soma extract, which I know I did need. I need a lot of it. I know there's some more over there, I just saw it. I've got this automatic temptation to hit Q, which I don't want to do. This might turn out to be a relatively calm and relaxing little session. How's everybody doing this evening? Did I get everything from this location? This place is just a wee bit creepy, it has to be said. The thing is, you know, I've rarely had the opportunity to do a thorough explore of Deviri. no idea where anything is. Ah, that is cosmic. So, what was the other ones I wanted? Condola sprouts. Oh, this is not the best place to be doing this, to be honest. I'm probably going to have to go to... I can't remember. Yeah, I think this was not necessarily the best idea. I'm going to have to go and run around as my alter ego. I hadn't realized that this map was so limited. Should have done really, but I didn't. Still, it is actually a sort of interesting way. To have a wee look around. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to... Yeah, these aren't getting me what I want, so... it's fine, we'll go back and do it in the other mode. Wouldn't mind getting this bow, see what it's see how it works. Okay, yeah, we're gonna head back and do... I can't remember the name of it. One of the spirals, but I'll do solo, so... I should still be... In fact, I know I can. Yeah, no, that's not really getting me what I want. So what we'll do is we'll grab our decree, exit, and come back. Yeah, in fact, if you'll notice it says keep all resources, rewards, and intrinsics obtained up to your last earned decree. So I don't know. That's the closest I can come to free range. Free roam, I should say. So we'll just go back and, again, as solo, do the Devery experience. I mean, if anybody wants to join me, let me know. As long as you remember the purpose of what I'm doing here. Do you know what? I've never played with you. I probably won't now. I've just realised. Yeah. Because I will not be using it at all. Yeah. Anything else I want to pick up? Ooh, no. What on earth are these? Never mind. I have to pay to get them, and I don't have the scuttler husks to do it. And whatever scuttler husks I get, I want to keep. So.
The sorrowful soprano.
Yeah. So we're just going to go. Should give me.
Is the bitter spice.
Yeah. I got full access.
It's too sweet. Lucinia indulged in it. To excess.
I have grieved for long enough, while others in Duviri have laughed at my pain. Today, we shall turn the world upside down.
Nah, I hate to disappoint you, but no.
Secrets buried over the years.
Today we're just picking up bits. Ah, now if I remember, there's a cave near here.
Lives. Bring those secrets to light again.
Or was it the other one?
My pa always said, there's two ways to be rich. Get a lot, or one little. This big sky, all I've ever needed.
All I want to do is stay out of trouble and pick up what I need and learn where everything is. I probably ought to bring the horse, and I can't remember what they're called. I know. Terrible of me.
Whoa, cave.
All we got to worry about is the odd random encounter.
Whoa, whoa.
Hopefully the random encounters aren't too odd. Not quite sure what I use agrostone for. That was nope. I keep thinking that says silphium. Silphium was this herb that was very popular with the Romans and others, to the extent that it might actually be extinct. Although there is some possibility apparently that it has been rediscovered in, I think, Turkey.
Whoa.
I really should have looked up the stuff I'm after in
Whoa now.
If in doubt, just ignore them.
Whoa there.
That's a bit of the soul frame reactions going on there. Aha. No, not helpful. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. Conga sprouts. Where do you find those? Oh, right. Water sources, caves, most commonly down near the Lunaro Court. Okay, where's that? Lunaro Court. What would we do without fast travel? You know, this is almost relaxing compared with the usual experience here. Yeah, go away. Not interested. Not playing today, boys. Oops, didn't want to do that actually. Ah, Conga sprouts.
Yeah.
Now I can't remember what they looked like because I shot first and asked questions later. Typically in this game, shooting first and asking questions later is a pretty good idea, but not necessarily. Hello.
Whoa there.
Basic rule, I suppose. If it's glowing, shoot it.
Outlaw, this poor creature is suffering. It would mean ever so much to me were you to relieve them of their affliction. No, my poor sweet cat. Be a good girl for our outlaw, and a bowl of warm milk shall be yours. Outlaw, I think you should perhaps now take the matter more firmly in hand. Please don't hurt them. I should be ever so grateful.
Yep.
Oh well. Thought you had to shoot them and then you healed them, but I guess not. I think I just probably irritated a young person there.
Void damn kids. Disrespecting their seniors.
You know, just had a thought. I ought to. I hadn't even occurred to me. And some of you may have heard me rant about making a world feel alive in a game. I hadn't even, because most of the time you come here, you are busy, busy, busy. You know, you're going from point to place, doing things, shooting things, etc. You don't necessarily take the time. Let's see.
If I may, might I prevail upon you to lend aid to our animal friend? Outlaw, I think it's seen you.
That probably wasn't my best option. Oops, don't want to do that.
Whoa!
Nah, don't want to get distracted. The last thing I need is to get myself killed in a little fight with the Drax. Like, what I'm after is this kind of thing. Focus. Discipline. One thing at a time. Can always come back. I will be back, of course, eventually.
Whoa, Kate.
Silly thing is, normally when you come here, I don't pay much attention to what I'm picking up.
Whoa.
What was I saying? Oh, yes. Talking about making somewhere feel like a living world. I mean, I suppose one of the problems, I say it's not a problem per se. This world, obviously, I say it's not intended for idle rambling through.
Whoa, now.
I'm going to be irritating them all day. So, you sort of have to ask yourself, does this feel like a living world? Compared with some of the worlds I've criticized. Because I've had a go at oh, what was it? Arcadian days.
Yeah.
And Prologue go way back. Looking graphically very realistic, albeit somewhat reminiscent of the Uncanny Valley idea, but they don't feel alive. They feel kind of weird. Alright, so, and I've maybe perhaps unfairly compared those worlds to the one you found in Soulframe, and I think I might have made the comparison to Warframe. Yeah. Someone just leave you around? Alright, so what do I think of this? I suppose one of the things about it is with these fellas and this, that certainly adds to, oh yes, there are people living here and doing things.
Go, Kate.
don't suppose this really should be considered a world intended for casual rambling through as I am right now.
Whoa now. Whoa now.
Missed.
Whoa.
Oh, they're going to be so irritated by me.
Let's go. Whoa, Keith. Whoa there.
Oops, didn't want to do that. Oh, now I do remember this. Or have I been here already? Probably. No, 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 it's not. Not what I thought. Oh, yeah, I have been here.
All right. Yeah.
That doesn't look like something I want to jump randomly into. Oh, at least they got the trees moving as if there's a breeze. That's a...
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fairly basic thing. Thought I saw something glowing down here, but apparently it was probably that. You know, saying whoa now all the time is going to get irritating pretty quickly. Stop it! Doesn't need to be kept telling whoa or whoa now.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, my friend's off to the right there. Hopefully suitably frustrated. Get used to the music. We're going to be hearing a lot of it today. Until or unless I get really, really irritated. It just strikes me as this is being the best way to get.
Hapless beast, sorely afflicted. Help them, oh please help them do. Outlaw, I think you should perhaps now take the matter more firmly in hand.
Come on. Damn it! Whoa. Let's go.
Definitely a more relaxing experience than normal. Maybe I ought to do this kind of thing a little bit more often for my own peace of mind, if not for entertainment value. Oh. Didn't realise you got stuff for that. Ah. I should do long range blinking of them more frequently.
Okay.
Work like life, it never ends.
Whoa, now. Whoa.
Kind of like the idea that you can use your decrees as a
Giddy up.
as a save point. For those of a geek-minded nature, you may have heard me talk about how I could set up a virtual green screen on my upcoming streaming PC. I mean, it works extremely well. I've demonstrated it. I could not help but think, there must be a way of doing this on the Linux. And the simple answer appears to be yes, there is. The complicated answer, because of course it's Linux, is that, yeah, I've got to look in OBS has this option called virtual camera that I've never used, but apparently that's one of the keys to it. Now, I have seen virtual camera as an option in Linux under OBS. It's missing. I can't see it. So I've got to investigate that. I've got to investigate web camera software that I don't that I don't currently have. But I know what it is, sort of. If it can be, well, correction. I think I tried it and it didn't really do what I wanted it to. So you have to have this combination of things, which at some point I'm probably going to investigate, just to say, oh yes, I can, you know, what OS X makes so easy, I was eventually able to get working under Linux. Because Linux is weird. Well, that's not fair. Linux is not as integrated necessarily as Windows or OS X. You have to do the integration often manually, often with all kinds of unexpected problems. And sometimes those problems involve things going horribly wrong, at which point you have to learn new stuff.
Whoa.
And I am, by the way, by no means convinced that if I am able to configure a virtual green screen, it'll actually work as well as what I can already get. No disrespect to the developers, but it's not necessarily as good as commercial software, because of course almost everything I've got on here is not commercial software. It's probably professionally done. I assume so. That is by people who are paid in their field, if not for their work on Linux. Although I think they are. Often that kind of thing tends to be a little bit more idiosyncratic. Testing tends to be, I think, a little... In principle, there's no reason why they shouldn't do it as well as commercial software. Well, mind you, having said that, we can all think, I'm sure, of examples where commercial software had bugs in it that arguably should have been revealed during testing. And yes, I do have experience with formal testing commercial software.
Mathila says I'm both handsome
and I do know that as thoroughly as you set up a test plan, it is quite possible to miss stuff. A test plan is only as good as your ability to document what you think needs testing. And after multiple iterations, you do in principle end up with a pretty thorough test plan, but even so, I happen to know of bugs that were, major bugs that were only found after 14 years of constant operation, and this were not minor bugs. This was a critical level mathematical bug. 14 years that had gone unnoticed. And we're not talking potentially could have been catastrophic. In reality, it didn't. We were very fortunate. Unfortunately, I hadn't been around for that entire time, and I'm not a scientific or mathematics programmer, so... But, yeah, I did know the people who should have known better.
Whoa.
Right, have we... I don't suppose we've completely scoured the place clean.
Whoa, Keith.
What? No decree for that? Okay. Worth getting into a minor fight with them, though. If I end up being able to build one more blueprint, I will consider that to be worthwhile.
Whoa.
Nothing else, by the end of the session, I'll have a minor, slightly better appreciation for what we've got around here.
Whoa now.
Of your own good name.
Cry for the day and cry for the hour. Cry for the lady locked in the tower.
Actually, I'm not sure if I have enough. No, I probably don't have enough to Soma. I need quite a lot of it. For each part, I think. You're telling me I can't hit a stationary plant at range?
Whoa there. Whoa now. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Giddy up.
Well, they did say to look near water sources. Well, the wiki did. And as we know, the wiki knows all.
All right.
I think I've been in here already, haven't I?
Whoa.
Well, maybe not.
Whoa now.
Apparently you can find conla sprouts in caves as well. According to the wiki. I do actually need Kovnik, so...
Whoa.
Excuse me while I shoot up your local decoration.
Interested in the junk I have for sale. This clutter is for common Daviri folk, not heroes.
Whoa.
You know, I think this is the same AI as they use in Warframe. Of course it would be, wouldn't it? I mean, why would they rewrite it? It works for them here.
Yeah.
Right, where are we going?
Whoa.
Although I think they see you from significantly further away.
All right. Whoa now. Whoa, whoa.
Make your peace, vagrant.
Whoa there.
A little light slaughter, liven things up. You know, I'm pretty certain, if this isn't the same AI they use in Warframe, it's very close. I'm pretty certain I've seen some of the same behaviors. I mean, you know, honestly, that makes sense that they would do that, you know. It's worked for them for years here. Why wouldn't they continue it in Warframe?
Whoa now.
Where are we? We started off... Oh, we've been all around here, sort of.
Come on now. Whoa.
Yeah, you know, apart from... Let's say apart from, that's not fair. Ooh, what's that?
Whoa now.
Yeah, this it's interesting. This This world is made to live, so to speak, by things like this. And the fact that it have inhabitants and animals.
Come on.
I shall bring this
Whoa, whoa.
Oh! So that's one way of getting challenge completed.
Whoa, Keith.
I suppose, actually, now that I think about it, one of the things which
Whoa.
kind of gets in the way of it being a believable living world is we are floating over a void. So that does kind of make things a little different, doesn't it? Yep. And my, of course, kind of interesting thing is, where's all the water? This is one of these questions when it comes to floating islands, where they show waterfalls coming off the island boat and vanishing into the void. Where's the water coming from?
Whoa, now.
You know, to sustain the amount of water flow that they show. Is that water flow or clouds flowing over the edge? You'd pretty much need to have it raining constantly all the time. I haven't seen the latest Avatar, but as I recall, didn't in Avatar they have that kind of thing? I mean, obviously they had the whole floating islands thing with water flowing off them. Now, where's the water coming from? I've no doubt somebody's got an explanation, which I will not find believable. Oh my, did you know what? Having said that, while we don't have floating islands, I would have to look up. There are these, what should I call them? Not structures, very high plateaus in parts of the Andes. And they do have things like waterfalls flowing off them, but then they do, I think, have extremely high rainfall levels. And they're not actually completely dissociated from the rest of the world. Except for the fact that the top's isolated, you know, but it's still connected to the rest of the planet. But is that water flowing uphill? It is, isn't it?
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa.
I need to make Call of Nature and stretch my backside muscles. So I'm actually going to
Whoa, Keith.
get that last decree. And come back in a bit. Well, a couple of minutes. So, I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. After we have a little look and see what I picked up. Worthwhile. Right, let's see if I can build anything with that in a minute. And I am, as they say, back. Nope, I hit the wrong button there. There, those wings really do get in the way. I still like them, but for wandering around here, they get in the way. But let's see if we can actually build anything. Nope. There you can see. Oh, Oh, okay. I actually do need to go to the undercroft for that. And yeah, you can see. Oh boy. Now this yeah, that's a lot of stuff I need. Okay, so building the Spinnerex is going to require that I actually do undertake actual active missions to get some of this stuff. And this, yeah, basically, because these two continue the same kind of thing I'm doing. And this, but that, I'm going to have to do something a little bit more active. And okay, that needs rune marrow as well, and this needs, oh, I needed those, and this needs a whole bunch more conla sprouts. You know, I might, given that I'm going to have to get rune marrow, it might be worth my while. Hang on, how much do I need? 75 for that. Well, I've got 39, so I need another 35 there, I think. And yeah, this is going to be quite a grind, but at this point I might as well go and do something a little more exciting. So yay, everybody, we're gonna be exciting. Let's see if there's anybody want to come along and have some fun for a certain reason. Certain values of fun. And given that I still want to get, oh, what's the name of the incarnate weapon? I can't remember. We will go and do Isle Weaver. What have we got? We've got Nova Prime. That. I don't have Harrow. I had one though. That Loki. No, that's Oberon. And of course we're going to get Uriel, aren't we? And I suppose the Vincubus is out of the question. Ooh, but I did see Leighton. Do kind of want, and yeah, we'll grab that. And let's see, I may as well get Dread. Oh, wait a minute. No, I prefer to have that. Sorry. Wrong one. What's that? That is Meyer, and that is Veracrest. Veracrest does not strike me as being a great option, so we'll go with Meyer, which I've never used, I don't think. Have I?
The triumph.
There we go.
Ousted me from my city. So I found myself a kingdom to rule. Mother would be proud.
She's hidden her servants all over my kingdom. She thinks I'm stupid enough to open that chest.
Oh, who does she remind me, that voice? That voice reminds me of somebody. Grief.
end with the king's head bouncing down the throne room steps. Oh, poor little Thrax. The monster from Albrecht's stories finally came for him.
Thank the void. The undercroft portals remain open.
I can't remember her name. Oh!
The void longs for stillness, emptiness. But first, things must be made still.
How do you kill a crawling hand with a headshot? Anybody got an idea?
Why are you fighting, kiddo? This place was your prison. We can dismantle its pieces together. Universe. You know that better than anyone, don't you, kiddo? Do you remember the Zariman? How much you learned once the restraints were taken off? Think what we could do here, together.
There are two creatures that look very much like you out there. Find the wholesome one and keep the other at bay.
Oh, I hate this one. Yeah, that whole guide to reflection into the light thing. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Don't be jealous of Nessie, kiddo. I'll still wear your face. Tear away a finger. Hack off a hand. An arm. A face. Keep on taking and see what grins back at you.
Into the Undercroft. Quickly!
Oh, right.
Your home anymore. It's time for you to get out.
do like Tremolo Prime. Yeah, does that count as a headshot? Because the whole thing is essentially one big head. Come here, Mr. Shuffling Fragment. Shuffle this way.
Duviri with you, kiddo. Find out what I was up to while you were gone.
I'd imagine it was that fascinating.
Only a few pages left, kiddo. And the book always has a monster at the end.
Probably should have gotten poison resistance.
Deny me a place. Even here, in the remains of your childhood. Not very nice of you, kiddo.
Oh.
Helping her is keeping this false Duviri tethered to my kingdom. Cut it down.
Whee! First thing I do is clear out the exit.
Isn't it time for a new story? Not very nice, kiddo. Albrecht wanted her to help you.
Uriel makes a pretty good say melee mech. Yeah, she probably does. Well, someone equipped the Veracrus. At least I assume that's what they got.
To Duviri.
Yay!
Too late, kiddo. This is how the story goes now.
I don't know why you're so smug. These are easier to kill than Oraxia. At least I think so.
I have uses for deal breakers.
I declare this chapter closed.
You know, at this rate, I'm going to have enough parts to build a second one, and then feed it to the helmet. Alright, I'm coming. only get one rune marrow after all that? I don't think yeah, I need a lot more Scuttler husks, because I think the other thing I'm after, okay, I'm gonna have to look at that. Give me a second here. Oh. Oh, right. Oh, missions. Ah. The HO9 Ephron tank is the hardest assassination, I think, in the game. As really, really unpleasant to do. Yeah, I might have to do that at some point. Right.
For Nora to say goodnight.
What was it I was looking for? It is, yeah, rune marrow. What does the wiki have to say about rune marrow, anybody? Rune marrow. Rune marrow can be found in runic compact deposits. That's all it says. 7 to 11 containers spawn per undercroft tile. Oh. Mod for loot detector or thieves' wit. That's a good idea. Oops. Yeah, that's actually going to be the hardest thing to get, I think. Let's have a little look, see what we've got for...
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
Would I prefer to operate a Wukong Prime, a Volt Prime, or a Gaia Prime? Oh, actually, before I do that... Let's see how many intrinsic... Is there a way to check the number of intrinsics you have? That would be a useful thing to know. Oh, 117 available. Right, and I will have a quick look.
I won't ask where.
See what.
That warden is a repugnant, self-righteous man. Speaking as
I'm actually surprisingly close
deep down, both
to getting all the parts. I need another run or two to get that.
of the void.
But I'm looking at that. I need Tisoma extract, conla sprouts, rune marrow, nacreous pebbles, bunch of pathos clamps.
Nothing tickled your curiosity?
No. I've got 34. The last thing I need to get really from this is the Thalys, simply because I actually have crafted that. I think it's, yeah, so I've already crafted that, so I don't need it. And as you can see, why do I have two of, oh, I must have picked one up. And what else have we got? Browse wares. Anything interesting here? Not really. Don't I have the amphitheater scene? Oh, I am not giving up my Tessa. Even if I had it, I'm not giving up the Tessoma extract right now.
It's no wonder this place is in the state it's in when there's a child on the throne.
Right.
Of course, some said it should have been later.
What are our options here? I'm not sure which frame I'd rather use. You know what? What the heck? Let's just get on with it. Let's see.
Poor little
Fire.
Atlas. Elric stories finally came for him.
What's their default?
There are two creatures that look very much like you out there. Find the wholesome one and keep the other at bay.
Let's see. What have we got? What on earth is that? Don't know. Give it a try. Oh, it's a whip. Oh, heck. I want... I'm going to go for hate, because I have a soft spot for hate. And, oh yeah, that looks... Yeah, it's one of those things where I've got to get 20 headshots on a Void Angel without reloading. Good luck with that. It's got a 30-round magazine.
Don't be jealous of Nessie, kiddo. I'll still wear your face.
Charming.
All the way back to my poisoned garden. Now you're...
Oh, I didn't realize I started halfway through. That hardly seems fair.
Thank the void. The Undercroft portals remain open. Use one.
Alright, let's go hunting for... I don't know what.
Is this where all your secrets are buried? Well, well, you do have a messy mind. My forces will sort it out.
Yep, I'm hunting bone marrow. Yes, rune marrow. Okay, that's what it looks like. Oops. That's not very nice. Okay, so now I've got... I keep wanting to call it bone marrow because, of course,
The spark of victory has been struck. Fight on and fan the flame.
I'm always going to have a soft spot for hate. Oh, and yeah, I know, I need to turn it into an incarnate weapon at some point. Wow, you're slow to load. I'd forgotten that.
Return to the world above.
All that for one rune marrow.
This is where he stowed it away. The secret of my lost flesh. Not lost. Stolen.
Those shrines were here before she came, and they will still be here after we cast her back into the void. Hence the shrine of her influence.
Definitely want to equip Thieves' Wit next time we do this.
So close to understanding what you really are. I was dying all along. Did you know that? Dying from the poison I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs. Until it held out my own severed hand to me. And offered me life.
That would have been a tad embarrassing if I just galloped off the edge there.
The scholar's pet. I heard the usurper imitating his voice. The spider.
Oh, whose voice does that remind me of? Ah, she played M in recent Bond movies. I can't remember. Oh, what happened there? Oraxia.
Rax remembers Oraxia, doesn't he? The guardian of Scholar's Landing. That's why he's trembling, isn't it? Not very nice, kiddo. Albrecht wanted her to help you. All will be still when the flood has passed.
Why didn't I equip? Oh, it was only part. Oh, why didn't I equip it later? I even have the choice? I don't remember. Ay, 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 ay.
Delay the inevitable.
If you delay the inevitable eternally, does that count? Probably not.
enjoy watching you dance so frantically. Kiddo, you are trying so hard.
That's somehow disappointing. I thought I picked up more than that. Apparently not. Excuse me. I do not necessarily recommend the combination of streaming, playing a video game, and having to sneeze at the same time. It's almost as much of a challenge as doing a bullet jump. And yeah, I do find having to think about bullet jumps being a necessary thing.
Look at you, desperately trying to hold back the infinite.
Oh. What, you mean the infinite I just fell into? Oh look, I'm all covered in infinite.
Don't get too excited. I'm just getting started.
binds her to Duviri.
It only exists because of me! That means I get to keep it!
Hey, thank you, Shadow Fox.
She's vanished for now. But
Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't need a gauntlet blueprint. I've already got one. So now we enter the wind down phase. And at the end of it, I don't think I got to build even one more thing, which is disconcerting. Yeah. Nope. Nopedy nope. This is probably going to be next. What was the other one called? Like always. And yeah, oh boy, I do need a lot of rune marrow. There's got to be there's got to be a better way of getting it. Yeah, keep going into the Undercroft. And you can get what I think is supposed to be 10 or 15 maximum. Oh, this is going to take a while. Oh, there is one more thing I should do. Pat the helmet charger. Right. Well, at least we didn't get a crash or a Wi-Fi problem today. Although you don't know this, but I had problems with YouTube at the very beginning, but nobody was watching, and I was able to quietly get that sorted. And in fact, if you had been watching, you wouldn't have seen anything. But nobody was waiting, at least as far as I could tell. So, thank you everybody for watching. It is much appreciated. Thank you for the likes. Those are appreciated as well. I will be back with Vintage Story at 5 AM my time, which will be in 8 hours. Where it is winter and snow is building up on the ground, and there's the question whether I have enough food to get through the winter, or even enough clothing to not freeze to death. It is it's actually kind of interesting to see if I can survive it. Oh, I didn't realize one more follower and I get 110 on Twitch. Thank you very much, whoever you are. Let me see what else. Oh, can't think of anything else. Hope you all have a good evening, and I will see you all next time.